Okay, once again, very warm welcome to all of you in this new video. In this video, I am going to explain you the procedure of how to draw the isometric view of an object which is given in the three different views, such as in the front to top view and side view format. So let's begin for this new session, a new numerical. In that, we have to draw the isometric view of the given object which is showing the front view, top view, and left hand side view. Okay, so the first step is when the numerical is given to us in terms of pictorial views, either in the front to top view or front to top view and side view or front to and side view. These are the three combinations. Either the front to top view will be given, front to side view will be given, and front to top view and side view will be given. Now here the complete information is given, all the three views are given to us, so it is very easy to understand the object and convert it into the isometric view. Okay, now the first step is, first of all we have to observe the given pictorial views in a proper way and identify what are the total dimensions of the objects are there. Okay, means such as the first of all we have to identify the length, height and width of the object. What is the total length, what is the total height, and what is the total width of the object. And as per the basic information that all of you aware about that, always from the front view that is given here, we are able to identify the two dimensions, that is length of the object and height of the object. Okay, the length of the object is 104 and height of the object is 48. So here from the front view we are able to know the total length of the object is 104 mm, total height of the object is 48 mm, and from the top view we are also able to identify two more dimensions, that is nothing but the length and width. Means the length 104 is same in the front view and top view also, but in the top view the next dimension, that is the third dimension is there, that is the width. Now the width is given 24 plus 24 plus 24, that is nothing but total 72. Okay, now the same in this numerical, in addition of that they have given the left hand side view. Okay, the left hand side view, in that they have mentioned the height of the object. Okay, the height of the object is nothing but 48 mm, that is split into the three part. That three parts are nothing but, means while reading the object we have to read in this way or observe in this way. These 16 plus 16 plus 16 are nothing but these are the dimensions of these three portions. Okay, means actually when you are going to observe this numerical, the initial observation is there. This diagram is somewhat similar to the staircase. Okay, and these are the three steps of that, means the first step, second step and third step. And for that each step the height is given 16 mm plus 16 plus 16, that is overall height of the object is 48 mm. Now what is the purpose of this left hand side view in this object or in this numerical? That is nothing but we have to identify the position of the front view and position of the left hand side view. Okay, so in the isometric view that we have to identify, that we will see later. Now the point that I would like to mention, that width which is 72 mm, when we are going to take the projections as per the isometric projection methods, this width and this width is going to match. Means this is the total width actually in the left hand side view, that is the 72 mm. Means when we are going to take the projections it will be 72 mm. And now after knowing these three dimensions, that is the important thing, means these three dimensions are useful to create the box in the isometric projection. Okay, that is nothing but the first step is always we have to represent a reference line. Okay, and from the reference line always we have to represent the reference axes. Means there are three axes in the isometric view also, that is x axis, y axis and z axis, but the x axis will be get represented from this origin point in the 30-degree inclination line. Okay, by taking the 30-degree inclination line towards right side and 30-degree inclination line towards left side. These are the these are the three axes. Means out of that the two, the x and z, and the y axis is always vertical one. Okay, means these are the three axes of the isometric projections. So the angle of this right side inclination line is 30 degree and left side inclination line is 30 degree, that all of you are aware about that. So now we have now here we have to represent these three dimensions which are already we are noted down here. The total length of the object is 104. Now the question is there, the total length 104 will be get marked on the right side inclination line, means on the x axis, okay, or on the z axis, because y axis will be the always vertical. Only we have to decide whether it is on the x axis or on the z axis. So how to decide that? The thing is nothing but the reference as per my last video I have mentioned that always we have to observe where is the origin point is mentioned in the pictorial views. Now here you can observe in these three views there is no marking of the origin point, such as O marking. So it is not given here. So in this numerical we have to identify that the length will be get represented on x axis or z axis from the left hand side view. Okay, left hand side view means when the object is given. Suppose this is the duster, okay, and when you are going to observe this, suppose this is your front view direction. Okay, this is the front view direction, and always the top view direction will be this one. So as per the front view direction, which side of the object is visible to us? That is nothing but left side portion of the object is visible to us. So when we are able to observe the left hand portion of the object, means the right side, on the right side plane the front view direction will be there. This is the front view direction and this is the left hand side view direction. So the left hand side view is given means we are able to observe that left hand side view from this left side. Okay, the left hand side view means we have to observe the object from the left side. Then the front view direction will be this one, means this is the x direction, this is the front view direction, and in the front view the length and height is known to us. The length is 104 and height is 48 mm. Means the length that we have identified 104, it will be get represented on x axis, means on the right side inclination line. This is the purpose of the left hand side view. Or in some cases the only two views will be given to us, that is front view and left hand side view, or front view and right hand side view. And in that case also, in the same way we have to decide if the left hand side view is given, that will be always from left direction we have to observe, and or it will be observed from the left direction, means the front view will be goes towards right side. If the right hand side view is given, means the right hand side view will be visible from this direction. In that case the front view will be get represented on the left side inclination line. Okay, I hope all of you understood the basic information that how to decide the front view directions and the dimensions, which dimension will be get represented on which side. Okay, so the first thing is nothing but we have to represent the length, means first of all we have to create the complete box, means within that box the complete view will be get represented. So the total length is nothing but 104, that all of you knows right now how it is coming on the right side inclination line, what is the basic concept or logic for that. So I will represent the total length of the object like this. Suppose this is the total length 104. Okay, and what is the total height? I will initially rub this because the height will be 48 mm. Okay, suppose this is the height. Then from this end point we have to draw the exact vertical line which is parallel to this vertical line. Then the upper ends of these two lines we have to join with the help of straight line, which is exactly parallel to the right side inclination line. Sorry. Okay, now this is the length and this is the height of the object. Okay, and obviously the third dimension, which is nothing but the width 72 mm, it will be get represented on the next inclination line. Okay, for time being I will rub this. Okay, now the length of the object will be 72 mm, will be get represented on the left side inclination line. Okay, and from that again, from this end point we have to represent the height of the object, that is overall height, that is 48 mm. Okay, and again we have to join the upper ends of these two lines with the help of straight line, which is exactly parallel to the left side inclination line. Okay, now these are the two places only. The complete box will be nothing but from this end point I have to draw this line which is exactly parallel to this inclination line. By taking the reference of roller scale, I am taking the reference of roller scale. You can use the drafter also. Okay, now this is the complete box which is representing the length, height and width of the object. Okay, so after representing the box, the next step is what is the structure which is visible in the front view, that we have to represent. Means here we are going to, when we are going to observe here in the front view, it is showing the two rectangles having the somewhat similar structure, and the third rectangular structure actually it is look like as a L alphabet type structure, but in a reverse order, means that vertical portion is on the right side and the horizontal portion. So we are going to represent first of all this portion which is having the somewhat L alphabet type of structure, which is having the length of 104, height of 48 mm, and how much the length of this portion, that will be visible from the top view, because it is given in the top view, that is 24 mm. Means in the front view, what is the structure visible to us, that we will going to represent first of all. I will take the use of the red color shade. So from the front view, if I am going to consider this portion, initially this portion only, so we have to identify what is the height of this portion. The height of this portion is given in the side view, that is 16 mm. I will represent here the 16 mm distance. Then how much length of this portion? That is nothing but 104 minus 24. How much will be there? 80. Okay. So I will represent this length 80 mm, and then this vertical portion is there. From this corner point, means this is the end of this line, and the vertical line we have to draw up to the overall height. Okay. And the right side portion means what is the actual visible lines are there, that I am going to represent with the help of dark red color line. That is actual outline of the object. Means in the front view, the first step that we have created this means between this there is no line. This is the complete one portion which is visible to us, that we have created in the front view. Now then the two portions are there, but actually while representing that portion we have to take the reference. In most of the numericals we have to take the reference of front view, side view, as well as front to top view also. Now in the top view, if you are going to observe again such type of portion, means this same structure is there which is visible in the top view also. Means when you are going to observe from the top side, at the extreme other side, means on the particularly at this portion horizontal rectangle, and then that right side rectangle, means the portion which is present will be here. Okay, that we have to represent. And what is the length and what are the dimensions are there? The length of this portion is again 104. This is the complete 104 mm. Then this is the width already we have represented here 72 mm. Then width of this portion is 24 mm. That is from the left side corner point. Left side corner point means this one. We have to represent the 24 mm width in this way. And then what is the length of this portion? It is again the 80 mm. Okay, means 104 minus 24, that is the length of this portion is 80 mm. Okay, that we have to represent here. Then it will be get joined. Again the next width is nothing but 24 plus 24, that is nothing but this one. Okay, I will directly join this one. This is the top view portion. Okay, for time being, for outline representation, because this is the outlines which are given in the top view also, I will mention that actual outlines of the object with the help of red color line. The black color line was nothing but the projections line. Just you can assume that that box was created for the reference, but actual object I am going to create with the help of red color line. Okay, now then this much portion means this portion has been created in the isometric view. Now when we are going to represent these two portions, we have to take the reference of the side view. In the side view, these portions are nothing but actually look like as a step structure. So when we are going to start either from the bottom or top side, means when we are going to start from the bottom or top side, we can consider any one. So initially I will consider I have created already the front view bottom portion, then I will create this portion, and then I will create this portion. So I have to match this portion in the side view. The side view is nothing but showing the width of 24 mm, means width is going to represent on the left side inclination line. So I will represent the width 24 mm, but while drawing that line, actually it is horizontal one in the pictorial views, but that horizontal line has to be represented somewhat inclined in this way. That is the first line which is present here. Okay, this is the first line. Then again from this corner point, again the height of 16 mm is there. So for representing the height, we have to take the vertical projection. Okay, then from that corner point I am representing the side view structure, because in this between this portion nothing is there, means there is no straight line is there, only the outlines are represented here, and it is look like as a staircase structure. So in the side view I am going to represent the structure first of all, that is having the vertical line, horizontal line. I have represented vertical line, then horizontal line is inclined, then again this vertical line I have represented here. Again from this corner point, actually from this corner point again horizontal line is there which is having the width of 24 mm. So I will represent here. Then after this horizontal line, again the vertical line is there which is joining at the top portion, and this is nothing but this vertical line. Now when you are going to observe from the side view, you are able to observe the same structure which is visible in the, or which is given in the left hand side view. The same structure you can observe here, the staircase structure. Now when you are going to observe this portion in the front view, the staircase portion in the front view, it is having the particular length, and that length is having 104 minus 24, that is a total 88, means already we have created here. So Now here, as per the procedure, that is the basic procedure is there. Just we have to draw the parallel lines to this inclination line from the respective corner, means from the first corner point, second corner point, third corner point. We have to draw the 80 mm long line. Okay, so what is the total length? That is 80 mm. We have to create here. So I will draw the parallel line from this side. Then again parallel to this line again from this corner point having the 80 mm length. Then again from this corner point again 80 mm length. Okay, now these are the horizontal lines, but here this portion means these two lines are joined with the help of this inclination line. I will draw this inclined line here for joining this portion. Then just simply we have to draw the parallel lines. This vertical line is there, we have to draw the parallel line at this portion. Then again this inclined line is there from this corner point. I have to draw the parallel line to this. Then from this corner point the vertical line is there. I have to draw the vertical line here. Okay, and if I am going to observe, I will erase that black color portion. That is nothing but actual box. That is the projection lines. It was for the reference. If I am going to erase that, and the outlines also I will represent with the help of actual red color line. That is actual outlines of the object. These are the actual outlines of the object. So you can observe now. Now this is the complete conversion of 2D diagram into the 3D, that is the isometric view as per the given information, that is as per the given dimensions, that is nothing but length. This portion is nothing but representing the length of the object, this is representing the height of the object, and this is representing the width of the object.